Good afternoon and welcome to Pakistan Today News from our Islamabad studio. I'm Chris Taylor. U.S. President Donald Trump has rejected Iran's response to Washington's latest peace proposal, calling it totally unacceptable. According to AFP, Iran had earlier warned that it would retaliate against any new U.S. strikes and would not allow additional foreign warships in the Strait of Hormuz. In a post on Truth Social, President Trump said he had reviewed Tehran's reply and strongly opposed it, raising fresh concerns over escalating tensions in the Middle East. Analysts say the latest exchange reflects deep divisions between Washington and Tehran over regional security and maritime control. Meanwhile, Iran's embassy in India has shared further details of Tehran's response to the U.S. peace proposal. In a statement posted on X, the embassy said Iran rejected the American plan because it amounted to submission to what it described as excessive demands by President Trump. Tehran also called on the United States to pay war reparations, end sanctions, release seized Iranian assets, and formally recognize Iran's sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz. The latest statement signals that major diplomatic hurdles remain despite ongoing international mediation efforts. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has confirmed that Pakistan has received Iran's response to the United States peace proposal aimed at ending the ongoing conflict. Addressing a ceremony in Islamabad, the premier said Pakistan was working with utmost sincerity for durable peace in the region. He revealed that Chief of Defense Forces Asim Munir had informed him about Tehran's reply. According to Iranian state television, the response focused on ending the war across all fronts, particularly in Lebanon, while ensuring the safety of shipping through the Strait of Hormuz. Reports also suggest Pakistan is preparing to host another round of U.S.-Iran talks in Islamabad later this week. For more on Pakistan's diplomatic efforts, we go to our Islamabad correspondent Sarah William.
Thank you, Chris. Diplomatic activity in Islamabad has intensified as Pakistan positions itself as a mediator between Washington and Tehran. Officials here say preparations are underway for another possible round of negotiations later this week, with regional stability remaining the top priority. Government sources indicate Pakistan is encouraging all parties to maintain dialogue and avoid further escalation in the Gulf region. Analysts believe Islamabad's balanced diplomatic engagement could play an important role in reducing tensions and safeguarding international shipping routes through the Strait of Hormuz. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you, Sarah William. Reporting from Islamabad, Qatar's Prime Minister Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman bin Jassim Al Thani has also discussed efforts to end the conflict involving Iran during a meeting with U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance in Washington, D.C. According to Al Jazeera, the Qatari Foreign Ministry said the talks highlighted Pakistan's ongoing role in mediating peace proposals between the parties. Both sides stressed the need for continued diplomatic engagement and urged all stakeholders to support mediation efforts aimed at achieving a comprehensive and lasting peace agreement in the Middle East. Turning to national affairs, President Asif Ali Zardari and Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif have praised the Pakistan Armed Forces for their role during Marqa-e-Haq, saying the military delivered what they described as a calibrated and shocking response to Indian aggression. Addressing a ceremony in Islamabad, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif announced that May 10th will now be observed annually as Yom-i Bunyanam Marsus. President Zardari said the Pakistan Air Force demonstrated extraordinary skill in defending the country's airspace, while the Prime Minister paid tribute to the armed forces' leadership for what he called a historic victory achieved with bravery and professionalism. Joining us now with more on the ceremony is our Islamabad correspondent Sarah William.
Chris. The ceremony in Islamabad featured senior government officials, military leadership, and dignitaries from across the country. Speakers at the event highlighted national unity and praised the armed forces for their operational readiness and professionalism during Marqa-e-Haq. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif emphasized that the newly announced Yom-i Bunyanam Marsus would honor the sacrifices and resilience shown during the conflict. Observers say the event also aimed to reinforce public confidence in Pakistan's defense capabilities and national security strategy. Back to you.
Thank you, Sarah William. Chief of Defense Forces Asim Munir has described Pakistan's defense agreement with Saudi Arabia as a major milestone in the country's diplomatic achievements. He said the agreement would enhance the security of both nations and strengthen regional defense cooperation. The Strategic Mutual Defense Agreement, signed in September 2025, states that aggression against one country would be treated as an attack on both. The pact formalizes long-standing military cooperation between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia and is being viewed as a significant development in regional security partnerships. And finally, Pakistan's government is considering reducing the income tax burden on salaried individuals in the upcoming federal budget while keeping salaries and pensions unchanged. According to official sources cited by local media, Finance Minister Mohammad Aurangzeb has shown interest in lowering tax rates and raising the taxable income threshold for salaried employees to provide relief amid rising inflation. Officials say the proposal seeks to balance fiscal pressures while maintaining revenue collection, as salaried individuals already contribute a major share of taxes. The final decision is expected to be discussed with the International Monetary Fund during budget talks beginning on May 15th. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today News. I'm Chris Taylor.